Hey everyone, super nice tutorial today. So I found this shape and I will show you how to model that, because the interesting thing is that you have this hard surface shape here, and then on the side, so you can't really see it, but I will still show you how to do it. You have this organic form on the bottom kind of. So how it looks in Plasticity, wait, let me show you. So here you see we have a really nice kind of hard surface shape with some straight faces. But then here at the bottom, we have a very nice curved, smooth face, which will feel good like in the hand, right? And some details and stuff. But why I'm showing you that, so yeah, I've tried to try to visit the site here, maybe to see some other perspectives, but then I just get some weird QR code. But yeah, anyway, so the thing is, why this is a very good practice. So if you want to learn surface modeling and you are a Plasticity beginner, that's definitely for you, because as you see, a lot of products and just general in design has this kind of combination, right? Of kind of straight surfaces and smooth organic curves, and that's a very beautiful combination. So yeah, you see it here. So about that I also created a tutorial about, so especially all of those handheld products. So let's dive into Plasticity and model that together. And also, just to remind you, right now my Black Weeks super sale is going on. The biggest sale of Plasticity courses in the year. And yeah, just below this video you can find a link if you want to learn more about Plasticity, how to model complex objects like helmets, motorcycles, very detailed power tools, car modeling, like all sorts of stuff. Then you can check that out. I have like amazing amazing discounts here. And if you want the absolute complete step-by-step solution to literally master every aspect of Plasticity, I have here the everything bundle. And if you click on the website, then you see it's 70% off. And you get all of my Plasticity courses that I've created, and it guides you perfectly from beginner courses step by step to intermediate courses. Then as a pro course you get the car modeling course, and even like 10 bonus courses or something. So yeah, you can check out this page here. Also here some amazing students results, so just people that took the course and that were able to create amazing models. So even you see even different cars, so not just that car that I modeled, the Porsche, but like in the community people always show like what kind of own models and cars they are modeling. So they just learn in my courses the techniques and apply them to their own projects. So let's dive into our today's topic here. So yeah, this is our result. I will just create a new file, and I'm using here PureRef. It's a program, so you can just, also this link is below this description. So you can open that and just drag and drop that, so it will just stay on top. Okay, so what we want to do first is we want to create here a circular shape at the top and kind of the circular shape here at the bottom. And then we just want to connect first like this piece here. And then once we have that, we want to create here this back. So step by step. And let's go here to the object mode, select the cube and press X, and just go to the top view here in the top right, click on the top face. And we want to start with a simple circle, because you see this main circle, so ignore this cylinder here and this joystick, but we have here this cylinder shape. And that consists of two circles. So let's create a circle, key on the left, center circle, snap to the middle. And now when you drag out, just make sure that you snap either to the y-axis or to the x-axis, and something like that. And now, very important, select this circle and just press Shift D. That way you will duplicate it, because we will need it for the bottom piece, because we will need the exact same size, so everything will meet exactly. And just go here to the eye and click on it, because then one will be just hidden. Okay, so select the circle again and Shift D again, so you duplicate it, and with G command, so it will be already activated. So if you press G again and you can't snap it, just press escape and then select the circle and just press G and bring it. So I will just eyeball it, so somewhere here. And now we have to connect it with straight lines. Very simple. Go to the corner rectangle and just snap here on the mid curve here and here at the bottom right, and perfect. Now we have here some lines in the middle that we don't need. So you can use the trim command, the scissors here, or just press T and just select this one, this one, this one, and this one. Right click to confirm. And now you see we have 4 different curves. Go to edge mode, select them all and just press J for join. And that's basically it, because now you can unhide the circle that we've hidden before. And you can select now this curve in edge mode. And with G, we just want to bring it up a little bit. So it doesn't really matter like how high, something like that. Right click. And now we want to give it a nice angle. So you can select it and press R for rotate and then rotate it. But then you see you destroy kind of the distance here at this area here. But sometimes you don't want that, and for that you just have a little bit more control. So press escape, go to the right view and select the curve again and press R again. But now before you rotate anything, here at the bottom right, you see F for freestyle. So if you're on the rotate command and if you press F, then you can select a point, and we just want in the right view, select this endpoint here. Perfect. And now you have to select one more point. So just select then the other endpoint. And then you see you can, if you go with your mouse, you can perfectly adjust the angle. And here at the bottom, it will always stay exactly the same. So I don't know, like let's do something like that. Right click. And maybe we can make it even steeper. So again, I selected R for rotate, F, 1 point, another point, and just increase it a little bit. Perfect. And now you see here we have a straight surface, right? So what we just can do, we can select this curve and press E for extrude. And then we have this gizmo here, and we can just extrude a nice little face here. So something like that should be okay. Right click. And this way we have already created a surface for most of the shape. But then we also need here at the bottom a little bit. And also we have to extend a little bit the circle, because right now it's just a circle, right? But we see here that this shape is, so I will just draw it from the top. So the shape will look something like, or something like that, right? So it's not just a circle, but more, something like that, because we see it here with the reflection. It's just the same color, so we have a little bit of a straight direction here. So okay, we could do it before, but we can also do it now. So again, just use a corner rectangle and again snap to this end curve here. And you see it's going upwards. We don't want that. So while you are dragging that out, you can just go here to this cube and snap to the top. And this way, you will, this rectangle will be on the right plane. So just snap it somewhere here, and then you see we have this kind of situation, right? So this is already what we want. And now again, go to the scissors or press T and just delete this piece. So we have something like that. And maybe someone was wondering, this is just straight here, but we have this black rounded piece here. It's wrong. And yeah, we will do it later. We are first focusing on this gray metal shape, kind of, right? So that looks good. And now, again, curve mode. Select both of those curves completely, or from right to left, and just press join. So we just have one continuous curve. And now select the curve and press E and just extrude this a little bit. Yeah, so something like that. And now let's select this curve again and hide it. And just leave it here a little bit of a distance. Why? Because now we have to, try to close that hole with this surface transition here. Because you see, we can't really, so if you go to press 2 and if you alt click this edge and if you just drag that up, you see it does not really add up. And the same obviously for this. So if I would alt click, select this edge and extrude this, then yeah, it's not really adding up, right? So what we want to do is we want to close here this face at the top. For that, go to press 2 to select the curve and just press patch. So press F and search for the patch command. So definitely put it on a shortcut. You use it all the time. Just click here and add shortcut or something. So I have it on Shift 3, and that way you close it, right click and press 2 and select this blue curve again and just hide it. So this looks already what we want. And now we want to split. And now we want to delete this piece because it has to go straight down and connect to this edge, right? So press 3 for face mode, select this face and Shift X to delete it. And now, very simple. Also, let's delete this face because again, this is just straight, right? This is not what we have here. So we will rebuild it later. So also select it and Shift X. And now you can just select this edge in edge mode and this edge and press L to loft that and select here G0. So obviously we just have a sharp corner, right? So as we have here. And here you can just leave a G1, so we just have a nice continuous surface. Right click, and now we have to fix this situation, right, to connect that. But this is very simple. So first of all, let's cut it in half. Why? Because again, this product is symmetric, so I just want to do it here once, and then do everything what we have to do, and then we can just mirror that over so we don't have to do it twice. So for that, very simple, go to object mode, select everything here and just press join. So you just have one surface, because now you can go to the front view, zoom out a little bit, create a line, and just here from top to the whole bottom, right click, press C for cut, select your surface, right click, and in object mode, select the left piece and just press X. You can also select the curve, X, delete it, and perfect. So it looks kind of like a facette or faucet, right? Like a, in German, Wasserhahn. Yeah. Also, I see now that this surface is maybe a little bit too long in my example. So we can just shorten it up, very simple. Press edge mode, select this edge and just drag that in a little bit. So it's kind of more or less the same width as this piece here, right? Perfect. Okay, so now we see here that somewhere at this point it starts to curve, right? So that also means that we have to split the surface somewhere just here in the middle, I would say, maybe a little bit more to the left. So press 3 face mode, select this face, and now press F and search for isoparam. I have it on Control R. And now you see that's the wrong direction because we want a 90-degree cut, right? So we have to press escape to do it differently, and we can just go to the right view. And a very simple way, so you can use isoparam, or we can just create the curve and then imprint that curve to create an edge. So just select the line and just snap, or try to snap somewhere where you can snap. So here we can snap to the center face. And now just drag that out and snap again. And here you see, like in the info box, it's saying closest, right? So that just means this will be 90 degrees to this edge here. Right click, and now while this edge is selected, just press S for scale and S again. So you just, extend it kind of. So you just scale that, but with the same angle. Right click. And now while this curve is selected, you can press F and search imprint, and just select the surface. Right click. And now if you select the curve and delete it, bam. Now you see we have here an extra edge. Press 3 face mode, select this face, Shift X, and this looks very, very nice. And now super simple. So select 2 edge mode, and now we just want to connect those 2 edges in a smooth way. So, and now again, very important command, press F and just search for bridge and just select bridge. And this way you see it's perfectly connected, and you can just use G1. It will be fine here in this example. So it's perfectly connected. And now we just have to patch this hole. Again, make first sure that in object mode everything is connected. So you just have one sheet or one surface. So now you can press 2 edge mode and just with shift click select all of those boundaries, and again just patch it like that. And you can give here G1, here G1, and here G1, here G0 because it's a sharp corner, like that. And if we check the shading, you see this is exactly what we want. And I like that. So let's select that curve and press H just to hide it for now. And now we want to create this smooth surface. So I will just show you the simple technique, and you can then apply and use that as you want. But we want now to create here a curve in the middle, and then we will extend it with a supporting surface like that. And then we will use this edge to give it here a nice smooth curvature. So it's a little bit hard to explain, so let me just show it to you. Go to the right view and go here, click long and go to control point curve and snap first on that end edge corner point here. Okay, so you just snapped. And now click to the right view. And now you can create like all sorts of different shapes, but I will just keep it very simple. So I will just snap once to the edge, and now I will just kind of follow this edge here. And I also want to stop exactly where this edge ends. So you see it does not snap anywhere. So I will just hover with my mouse over this closest edge endpoint and press Shift to create some construction lines. And now I can snap it, right click. So we have something like that. And now you can also press 1 and maybe select the first 2 points and press G, just bring them a little bit closer and just adjust a little bit the shape here, right? So again, it's just a very, very quick technique because it does not matter like how we will create it right now because the workflow is always the same. So we have now this situation, right? So now we can't just select all of those edges here and this curve and loft it, because you see it's kind of, so maybe some beginner would think, oh yeah, okay, that kind of works, but not really, because you see we only have here G1 option and not here the below curve. So if I would accept that, right click and let me just mirror that over. And then you see you have this super sharp, ugly edge here. So Control Z, Control Z. And always before you do that, you always need the supporting surface first. So especially when you want to connect something in the middle as we have it here. So select the curve, press E for extrude and just extrude this a little bit. Does not matter how long. Now, also very important, press 2 and select the curve. So you have to select the blue curve first and hide it. So just make sure that this edge looks black and not blue. And now someone maybe thinks, okay, now I can loft it. So I will just select all those edges and this one and loft. And this looks already kind of right because we have G1 and G1. But here at the top, you see this looks super wonky. And this just does not look right because also here you see, so you don't really see it on the images, but I'm telling you this is how it's done. You see, so we have at the top a sharp corner and then it starts to get like smooth, okay? So just follow along because then it will just make sense for you. So what we want to do is we want to break up this surface into a few segments so we can loft it like step by step and not everything at once. So we can select face mode, select this face, and now we just want here an edge where we already have this edge. We want here an edge where we have already this edge, and we want here one edge where we have already this edge. So we just have like straight, nice lofts. So select the face and press F and isoparam again. So I have it on Control I will just use it now, but the command is isoparam. So select the face, Control R, isoparam, and I will just go to my mouse and snap to this edge because then it will be the exact same distance. Again, select this face, Control R, isoparam, I just snap to this edge, left click, and one more, select face, Control R, isoparam, go to this edge, and perfect. Now, yeah, super simple. Let's start with the easiest. Press 2 edge mode, select this edge, and just loft it. So here you can play around with the tension. You can do a G0 here. You can do a lot of different things, but I will just leave it as G1, G1. And here, this is the important thing is, here, when you loft this edge and loft it, you see we can't give on this edge G1 because then it starts to be weird. So we have to give it here G0 and you will see some really cool effect will happening. So G0, we have a sharp edge and here G1, we need that. So it's smooth when we will mirror that, right click. And let's close the triangle first. So select object mode, select all the surfaces or sheets, press J so you just have one sheet. And in 2 edge mode, select all of those faces and patch them. And you can give here G1 and here G1. So you have this nice, you see everything looks hyper smooth. This is very good. And yeah, now you have just to close this hole and here you have to experiment a little bit around because we have like some strong angles. So you just have to see which results gives you the best result. So which tool, whatever. So press 2, let's try first with a simple patch. So alt click, so you select the loop edges or the edge loop. And now just patch it and G1, G1 and G1. And this looks fine. And very important, here you can't give G1 because then you get this, right? So it has to be G0. But the beauty is, so if you unclick show edges here, you see, because we have to, we gave it here at the bottom G1, it's smooth. But here this face, you remember at this point we gave it G0 and now it's kind of a smooth transition from smooth into a sharp edge, right? So this looks very, very nice and beautiful. So it's very simple, of course, very quick, very long explanation, but You can you can go way more complex with that. So yeah, and now we can just face mode, select this supporting faces here, and Shift X delete them because we don't need them anymore. And you can select the object. So in object mode, you can select the sheet, and Alt X for the mirror. Let's click here on the right, and you see we have a nice result, and we have exactly this effect as most probably we would have it here, right? So very nice. And now your turn is to model those few little details here. So if you have a little bit of experience, then this should be absolutely possible. Otherwise, again, you can check out also my free tutorials on my YouTube channel. So just click on my YouTube account. I have like 300 tutorials. Or if you want like a very structured, like organized, step-by-step way just to save time and just have like a structured learning path, then again, my courses, first link in the description. So leave a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss the next tutorials. Have a nice day. Bye.